Hello there friends, and welcome back for another mod review. Today I have 3 forestry mods review for you guys. First up we have the Placeable Timber Runner wide with Autoload version 1.1. The file size for that is 13.1 megabytes. Next up we have the tree harvester in the back there. That is the Komatsu 941 TM2000 TFSG version 1.0. File size for that is 80 megabytes. And lastly we have the Placeable Contractor Wood Cell Point version 1.0. That is the platform in the back. You can sell logs there. And the file size for that is a very small 4 megabytes. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to discuss a few things regarding these mods. We'll go over the shop and check out some of the specs. Then I will get them out on the field and test them out. So let's get started. Okay, we'll start over here with the Placeable Timber Runner wide with Autoload version 1.1. Like I said, this is 13.1 megabytes and you get 2 different size trailers in the shop. You get your regular 12 meter, which is the same as the one in the shop, but it has an auto load feature. And the second one is a bit longer at 15 meters. Now, these are really cool because the longer one, you can put 3 piles of logs on that if you don't cut them too big. Say about 5 meters each because they're 15 meters the whole trailer is. So, and the regular one is 12 meters. Now, I just want to show you the comparison. There's the one that's in the game. So what they went and did, you can see it only has half the amount of forks that hold the logs in. You can see every second one was removed, which will make it a lot easier for picking up your logs, especially if you wanted to load it up yourself. You cannot attach another one to the back, unfortunately, but that big one over there, it will definitely get the job done. So you can choose from 1 stack, 2 stacks, or 3 stacks, whatever you want to take, but of course, for each additional stack, you're going to have to shorten your logs, right? Because the trailer is only 15 meters. Okay, so as far as prices go, the 12 meter one is $17,000 in the shop and the 15 meter one is $19,000 in the shop. Just a $2,000 difference. Both of them have a $10 a day maintenance fee. Now, here's a little thing I have to read here. First trailer is 12 meters as the original in the game. Second trailer is resized to 15 meters so you can load up to 17 meter logs or 2 piles up to 7.5 meters or 3 piles around 5. You know what I mean? Like 3 5s or 15, but it may be a little tight getting on there, so maybe like 3 piles of 4 meter logs. Either way, very, very cool. Take a look at that there. Like I said, there's only half the amount of forks there, and I'm telling you that 3 extra meters gives you a lot of extra room there to move around. I find the auto load a lot smoother. The logs seem to pile right on top of each other instead of like kind of side shifting. You will have to use your straps, of course, to buckle them down when you go. But really cool little mod pack here. Okay, we'll go over to the shop and check this out. That will be under forestry, of course. Let's see here. Okay, there is the 2 timber runners there. Like I said, just a $2,000 difference in the sizes. You'll need that much to be able to pull it. And yeah, same daily maintenance fee, $10 and $10. So that is that. Let's go over and we'll take a look at the Komatsu. Okay, next up we have the Komatsu 941 TM2000 TFSG version 1.0 tree harvester. File size is 80 megabytes. It's $410,000 in the shop, a little bit more expensive than the Scorpion, but it only has a $430 a day maintenance fee, and the Scorpion has over $1,000, so you'll definitely save there. Max speed is 20 kilometers and the power is 210 kilowatts and 286 horsepower. So basically the same as a Scorpion, but this operates a little differently. Some people will like it, some people won't. Now, I do have one major complaint about this mod, guys. It runs really fine, but the engine sounds are gone. It's very quiet. There's no sound at all. So if you don't like that, you're not going to like this mod. But hopefully in the next version, he will fix it. I kind of like the look of it a little better. It kind of looks American. And yeah, it runs really good, and I find it a little smoother. It's not as jerky as the Scorpion, I find personally, but you may think differently. So let us jump on inside. Well, we'll take a little look around at it first. I think it looks great. It's unfortunate about the engine's sounds not being there. It's very, very quiet when you run it because you can't hear the engine, and the cutting sound when you're cutting off the branches and the log sizes, can't hear that either. So that's the only complaint I really have about this. And the controls are reversed, so some people won't like that, but I found it really fast to get the hang of it. So Is there anything else regarding this mod? No, I do believe that's about it. I just want to tell you about the engine sounds before we get started, because okay, it's not running right now, but I'm quiet as a mouse. Doesn't make any noise at all. But everything else seems to work. Let's fire up the lights. Got some lights there. Got some overheads. There is no third click for lights in the back. Not sure if there's signal lights on this. I doubt it. Yeah. So the hazards will be a no-go too. The beacon does work, as well as the horn. So we'll quickly go over to the shop and take a look at that. You might have noticed it there beside the Autoload trailers. Under forestry, of course, and there it is right there. Yeah, there's an actual picture of one there, so that's kind of neat. Like I said, $410,000 with a $430 a day maintenance fee. Now that's quite different from this one. Well, $1,640. Little cheaper price-wise, but after a couple of days, it's going to pretty much pay for itself. So, yeah, it's definitely a good deal. Same with the Autoload trailers here. I'd go with the bigger one, of course. You're only talking an extra $2,000. Same daily maintenance fee. But enough rambling about that. Let's take a look at the sell point here. It's this platform. It is a placeable. You can put it anywhere you want. This is a Rambo 145, I do believe his name is, mod. And you get a little bit more for your logs. A little bit more cash. Not a whole lot, but and this thing works great too. No errors. Very clean log. So once again, this was the Placeable Contractor Wood Cell Point version 1.0. File size is only 4 megabytes. The price in the shop to buy this is $2,400. And the daily maintenance fee is $2,400. I really don't get that. So yeah, we'll go test these out. It looks great with all the planks there kind of worn down. Really cool. And then I guess I put it in here backwards, but you get a little log stack there and a wood splitter. Okay, so let's go over and test these out. I almost forgot to show you where this is in the shop. Of course, it's going to be under placeables. And it's going to be the very first one I got here. Don't mind the other ones, guys, because they're ones I'm using in our Let's Play right now. So there is the Wood Cell Contractor, $2,400, and the same for the daily maintenance fee. So now we will go test them out. Okay, I got a couple set up over here by some trees. You can see I already got a little head start there. We'll jump in our Komatsu and get started here. Now, I'll start it up once again. Quiet as a mouse. But I don't know, for some reason I find it a little smoother. It's not as jerky for some reason. I'll give you a little hint when you're cutting trees, guys. See the knuckle up at the top? See the very peak of the boom? Right up the very top? If you line that up right with your tree like that and you drive in, you can nab it almost every time, unless you're on a hill or something. See that? Just a little hint there. If you're ever having problems lining up with your trees, just kind of line it up with the knuckle there and you should be pretty much ready to go every time. So like I said, the steering is a little reversed on this, so some will like it, some won't. But I found it very fast to get the hang of. So I'm just going to cut a couple of extra trees here, guys, just to so I can get enough for 2 stacks. I'm not going to do the triple stack, but like I said, you can do that. Not all the controls show up on this, but I have a list of them here, and when you go over and follow the link I have down below, it will show all the buttons down at the bottom, what's for what. But a lot of them are with your keypad over on the right hand side, the plus and minus buttons and stuff. That is for the Placeable trailer. Okay, we'll cut a couple more. I'll cut up 4 trees, and hopefully that'll be enough to do it. So yeah, the Autoload feature is really cool because it'll fill up one row first and then it'll start working on the second row. That's not a very big tree. Let's go with this one. Stick with the bigger ones here. So yeah, like I said, line up your knuckle there. If you're on a hill, it's probably not going to line up perfectly. You might have to mess around with it there a little bit, but for the most part, if you're on level ground, yeah, it's going to work pretty easily. See, I don't even know if I can grab that. I'm on a total tilt here. Oh, don't like that camera angle. It's messing me up. Okay, I should have a little hold on that. Grab that, lift it up, bring it over. Yeah, very quiet. So hopefully they'll fix that in another version, because I really do like this. I find it just got a nice feel to it. Really, really smooth. And that timber runner is really handy too. I like the idea that it's longer. I'm not going to test the smaller one, of course, just the bigger one here. It's pretty much the same deal, except it's just 3 meters smaller. Okay, I'm going to cut 2 more trees here and we will go load this up. In all honesty, I think this one's a little bit better than the other one. I just find it a lot smoother. So if they could fix the engine sounds on this, that'd be fantastic in the next version. And we'll cut 1 more tree after this. I'm over on my Cherry Hills map. That's what the hired workers made a mess over there. So I'm cutting 7-meter logs there, if you're wondering. Okay, I have my toolbar back, so I also went and got 1 more tree just to top it off. Cut this last tree and we'll pick them up and sell it. Okay, we'll get this guy out of the way for now. So just before I pick them up, there is a bunch of commands you're going to have to know for the keypad over on the side. The B key will start your autoload. The Z key will start your unload. And the O key, change sides left to right from, you know, what side you're going to pick up your logs. And then the rest of these commands are all going to be on the keypad on the right hand side. So if you press the enter key, it's going to change the number of piles that load up on your truck from 1 or 2 or 3 piles. But the thing is, I'm pressing the key right now and it's not showing anything. So basically you just got to remember it's going to be on 1 when you drive up. Press enter, it's going to be on 2 piles, and press it a 3rd time and you'll get 3 piles. But I wish it would pop up on the screen because I don't see any indicator there. Keypad minus, the minus key will shift unload position. I'll show you that in a second because you can move around the unload position. The multiply key, rotate unload position, and the divide key, show and hide unload position. Now I don't have a multiply or divide key on my keypad, but I noticed that, like I said, if I press that button right in between the number lock and the star, that is the one that's going to show you your unload position there. So let's bring that up and I'll show you. Plus we'll make it bigger so you can get it up to that size, and minus will move it away from your truck. See that? So you can check, you can change your position there, so that's really neat. I like that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that for now. I should be on 2 piles here, so I'm going to press the B key to start loading up. Now once the first pile gets high enough, it'll automatically jump to the second pile. I like how nice and even they are too. Very, very nice. Okay, hopefully it'll jump over now. There we go. Okay, it's going to stop right there just because I'm not close enough. I'm going to use my L key to strap them down so they don't move when I move. Oh, okay, it must have been still on. That was my fault. Yeah, that log shouldn't be like that, but I was kind of moving when that happened. Okay, stop auto load. I thought it stopped automatically. L and L again. Get a little closer this time. Pull around the pile here. I'll press the B key, see if we get a few more. And there we go. See, it won't keep piling. It'll stop at a certain rate. But that bottom log there shouldn't be like that. That was my own fault. Okay, yeah, see, it says start auto load. Sometimes it stops, sometimes it doesn't. I notice they all do that. But what I'm going to do is lock these down with the L key. And we'll go sell them, see what we can get. So yeah, these, if you're familiar with logging, just take your time when you're taking turns and stuff, because they're very top heavy. And I have a sell point over here. You don't have to unload them on this sell point either. You can just drive up and they'll automatically sell. So I'm not going to bother unloading the logs. You've seen the unload symbol there, so you get the gist of it. And we'll go up and see what we get. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Look how fast they sold too. So it's unfortunate you don't get a grand total there. That's the only thing I don't like about the logging. They give you prices for each log. I wish they just gave you a grand total, but it is what it is. So guys, there you have it. That was the Fleagle Timber Runner wide with Autoload version 1.1. File size is 13.1 megabytes. We got the Komatsu 941 TM2000 TFSG version 1.0 tree harvester. That's at 80 megabytes. And the Placeable Contractor Wood Cell Point version 1.0. The file size is 4 megabytes. Additional information and links can be found down below in the description. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's review. If you did, maybe you can leave a like on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, guys, why don't you go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen, and I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus, my Patreon link is just below that. If you'd like to help and contribute to a smaller channel, it would really help out, guys. So, until next time, take care, and we will see you all in the next one.